What is up, my fellow cyberpunks and retro nerds? It's Tommy the Hammer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the directorial debut of one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. That's right, guys. We're going to be discussing Dario Argento's The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. This is one of those movies that I saw way back in the day on VHS, and you know what? I barely remember this movie at all. I've been meaning to pick up a copy of it on DVD and finally got around to it, so I'm stoked. I can't wait to refresh my memory on this one. Why don't you guys peep the trailer just so you know what I'm talking about, and when we get back, we're going to be discussing Argento's The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Tell me about it, eh?
What's that?
What happened? I want to know everything you saw and heard. Everything.
Monica, come on now, come on.
Let go of me! I'm Alberto Ranieri. She's my wife.
Excuse me.
Monica, speak to me. What happened?
Please, you're tiring her.
Monica, dear, who did it? Who?
You know, guys, there are certain directors and actors and even soundtrack composers that are culturally significant to the world of cinema, generally speaking. And watching the movie The Bird with the Crystal Plumage all these years later, well, honestly, guys, I feel like I've gathered a new sense of appreciation for this movie now than I did when I was younger all those years ago. During the 50s and 60s, director Alfred Hitchcock was dominating the silver screen with his suspense thrillers, and rightfully so. I mean, that man was a maestro of thrills. Well, then along comes directors like Dario Argento, giving a much-needed infusion of color, violence, shock. That type of filmmaking was unheard of during that era. A lot of people watching movies like this, they were just shocked at what they were seeing on the screen. There was a lot of blood, a lot of gore, a lot of graphic deaths, a lot of screaming. What impresses me the most about this film is the fact that it is Dario Argento's first movie. He skips all of the pratfalls that happen to directors during their early films, and not one single scene feels out of place. As a matter of fact, when I was watching it, I felt like this was the most refined and calculated piece of work that Argento has ever done in his entire career. The soundtrack is a treat to behold within itself. It's done by Ennio Morricone, who's done a lot of work with Sergio Leone and the spaghetti westerns that I grew up watching. I gotta say, guys, Argento's early career is probably some of his best work. But when it comes down to The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, well, I gotta say, it's not my favorite movie he's ever done. But this is a damn good one, and if I was to give it a star count, I could give The Bird with the Crystal Plumage a solid 7.5.